What's good, YouTubers? Mouthy Merc back with another action figure review, this time of the Revoltech Raphael. I just got done doing the Leonardo, so if you want to check that out, I would be really appreciative. Again, there's not much to the box, but I do recommend looking at the instructions. They are on the outside of the box, not on the inside. So if you're unfamiliar with Japanese toys or Revoltech in general, I really recommend just taking a peek at this just for even a quick second, figuring out how these things work so you don't end up breaking joints or anything like that. Other than that, it's just a box, so let's open it up. I can't wait. Really quickly, since we have everything perfectly laid out, this is what everything is coming with. 2 size, this extra face, and a base. Not much to it, a little disappointing for $65. Here's Raphael next to his Playmates and Nika counterpart. He stands in between at about 5 inches tall. He's a little bit hunched over, so we'll round up to 5. Here's Raph next to his brother Leo. They're the same height. I don't think there's any difference. I think maybe they're also supposed to be the same height. I wouldn't see there being much difference between these two. Donatello should be taller, and Michelangelo should be shorter, but we'll see when those come out. Already you can see they add a little bit of personality to this figure compared to Leo, because he has, the broken shell here in the front, and his shell is a little bit more nicked up, while Leo's is not. So that's good. They kept it show accurate, and they kept the personality with the characters instead of just slapping one shell on the other and just copy and pasting. Raph's head sculpt isn't too much different from Leo's. It actually has the same exact Gerv face. The only difference really is the bandana and the color, of course. His eyes do move as well. And again, the shoulders are just way too hunched over. They have all this room back here that they could have used, but I don't understand that decision. And now that I'm looking at this one, I'm going to say the arms are just way too long, too. They don't look really proportional. And they did this again, and I'm sure they're going to do it with all of them. But this ab crunch, which is cool because no other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy that I've seen has ever had an ab crunch. But it just doesn't do anything. I mean, you can't keep him, he's not going to be able to even stay over like that. And it, you can't see it much. It's not noticeable, but it doesn't add to it. And I've never missed it in the NECA figure or anything like that. And I've never missed it in the Playmates figure, so I don't know why they added it. I don't think a turtle really should bend over there anyways. So when you're putting these new heads in, notice how the joint goes towards the face, not straight down like a normal peg where you'd see like on a ball joint. So when you're putting it in, make sure you're putting it in at this angle and that you are also taking it out at that angle. So shoot like that, push it in at an angle, and that's what you guys see. You don't want to break these pegs like I did last time. Ah! Mikey ate all the pizza! Okay, I'm being stupid. I love this head sculpt, though. This looks great. This is so animeistic, so cartoony. This, by far, has been my favorite head sculpt. I've seen the other ones in the previews. I like this one the most. It's so Raph. And then the bandana just simply plugs in the back of the head. You pull it out, a little peg. Plug it into his little eye face. So I love this head sculpt right here. They did a great job with it. It looks great. Great. Anyway, so moving on down, the head goes like this far down. It's kind of on a little bit of a double peg there, as you can see, and then if you want to hide it, you can push it in more. Actually, you can on this one, wow. On the Leo figure, you could push it in more. Here, I'm not having that luck. So the shoulder's going to go up this far. They're going to go down that far. Here's the elbows, double jointed. Go the other way. Double jointed. And then no bicep swivel, no forearm swivel, it swivels at the wrist. And then we got finger articulation, which I love. I love finger articulation. It's got pegs here. This goes with the Leo. This goes with the size. If I can peg them in there, because they have little pegs on them. Bam, bam. So he doesn't have to even hold on to it. So that's awesome. The ab crunch, you already saw, that doesn't do anything really. Kind of disappointing. The legs are going to go up that far. And then we got this awesome knee articulation. Thighs touching the calves. Oh, I love that. And then the feet, they don't really move too much, but they do have a nice, you know, they have good motion to them. Pretty good for big clumpy feet. To get Raph to hold him in this kind of signature look that I like, I see a lot of other people pose it like that, you're not going to be able to peg it and do it. You're going to actually have to just let it sit there and rest like that, which is awesome because I always hate doing that with my NECA figures. So I always leave my my NECA figures like this because I cry whenever I try to put them in there. I'm like, nope, not doing it. So I just keep those like that. And that is the beauty of posable figures. Accessories, accessories, accessories. This figure does not have much. Just one alternate head sculpt. The two sides. They plug into his back right here. And be careful with these. They're so flimsy. I feel like I'm going to break one. Hopefully I don't break something else. But they fit, and they don't even really fit well in there, to tell you the truth. Not at all. And they're really flimsy, so be careful with those. I'm just going to put them to the side before I break something. And then all else he comes with is this base. It comes in two parts. Simply just plug it in. Nice and easy. There we go. And then up here is where he's going to plug into his butt. I think it's probably another hole. Yep. Plugs into his butthole. Okay, so when I put this in there, I started immediately laughing. That looks really funny with that face and where the peg is located. But that's what it's supposed to look like. And I didn't get to this on my Leo review, but it's actually kind of disappointing that you can't peg them in here and have them on the ground. They're always going to be in the air, so they can't even touch the ground. It's not a big deal, but it is a little bit disappointing. Overall, this is a good figure, but there are some major drawbacks that keep it from being a great figure. Starting with articulation, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This is definitely the best articulated Ninja Turtle figure, but with these knees being the way they are, I kind of took away from that. There's a huge gap in there, see, black hole. And then with the waist being the way that it is, I took away a little bit from that. The mold is wonderful. It's pretty simple. I took away, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I took away some points just because of the way they did these shoulders, which looks incredibly stupid. And again, with this ab crunch, you can't notice it really, but it just, I don't like it. Not at all. I don't know why they did it. It doesn't do anything. Moving on to paint, simple paint apps, not much to it, nothing great here or there. I gave that an 8 out of 10. And then the price. The price is just not there. It is not correct. 4 out of 10. I'm going to give that $65 if you're going to buy it in the U.S. What are they thinking? Maybe it costs a lot to get the license for Teenage Mutant Turtles, but $65, you're not getting the bang for your buck. I really don't. I mean, everything is in the picture besides this. This is everything it comes with. $65. It's only 5 inches tall. I mean, you're going to end up paying, this is for the real NECA figures, you're going to end up paying the same amount. And I keep saying NECA, I got that stuck in my head. NECA, you're going to end up paying the same amount for these, and I don't think it makes sense. Those are highly inflated. And then the accessories, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 too. If it came with more accessories, that would have bumped up the price and the score of the price, and it would have balanced out. This is a pair of size, and I mean, it doesn't even come with any accessories, actually. Maybe I should even lower that, but if this head wasn't so great, maybe I would have. So, it is the best turtle figure we got in a lot of ways, but the price just really, it's going to stop a lot of people, I think, from being able to enjoy this and buying this set, because it's going to cost about $350 all together once you get all four, and you can buy a NECA for that amount. So I'm going to stop rambling. Overall, if you average all the scores, it's a 6.6 out of 10. And this is going to be like the first time I have done score review, so tell me what you all think about it, if you all like it or not. If I should continue giving scores. I haven't seen any other reviewer of toys give actual scores to toys, so that's what I'm going to do. I kind of like it. If you all don't like it, the 3 people that are going to watch this, let me know. Anyways, I really appreciate you watching. Peace out. Have a good one.